Buddy, how you been? What are you doing? How you feeling? I got a question for you. What the hell is going on at Warner Brothers? Because we just received news. This is the craziest news. This is nuts. This is something I don't think anybody saw coming. I want to say this is unprecedented in Hollywood. We have big news about the future of the DC whatever universe that they're trying to put together with all these DC movies, Flash, Batgirl, whatever else. And frankly, I don't know what Warner Brothers is thinking. So let's just get into it. Don't forget to subscribe. Here's the story. Remember Batgirl? They're making a Batgirl movie. Now, I critiqued it a little bit at the time. I said, I don't think something about her costume I don't like. But then a lot of people told me I was an idiot. They're like, no, that costume's great. I'm like, okay. I guess conflicting ideas there. And who knows? The movie could have been good. Good costume, bad costume doesn't really matter. But here's the thing. Apparently the movie is bad. Apparently the movie is like abysmally bad. So bad that Warner Brothers has canceled a movie which is basically done, as far as we've heard. That's a $70 million in the hole that they have paid to put together this Batgirl movie. They are just gonna write it off. It's done. That's crazy. Even a movie that is like a piece of crap, they will still put it in theaters to try and make some of their money back, okay? Like, I think they knew Suicide Squad was a terrible movie, but you don't not release it. You go, whatever, just put it out there. It's not great, but with a bit of marketing, we can at least make some of our money back. This is them saying it's so bad that we're going to eat $70 million. And I don't know why you wouldn't still just, even if you make it like a direct-to-video, put it on HBO Max to get some of your money back. Why would you not put this movie out? Now, this is our story from New York Post, but everybody's reporting on this. This is 100% confirmed. The DC Comics film Batgirl will be completely shelved by Warner Brothers. It will not be in theaters. It will not be on HBO Max. Like, are we going to get a Blu-ray, like direct-to-video? Or is it just like they don't want anyone to see it because it's that bad? Excuse me. The reportedly $70 million movie, and the source is saying it's closer to $100 million, which is, I know when we talk about these huge numbers with movies, like, it sounds like, I don't know, it's hard to put it into context. $100 million is a lot of money, even for a movie studio. This is a big loss. Most movies do not spend $100 million on, only these big action thrillers or superhero movies or whatever else. $100 million. Just completely down the drain. Now, they said they were doing test screenings for audiences, anticipating a late 2022 debut, so it would have come out later this year. But the tests were so badly received by moviegoers. Again, these are the audience tests where you basically bring people in, you screen them a cut of the movie, and you go, how did you feel about the movie? Apparently, it is so bad that the studio wants to cut its losses and run just for the sake of the brand's future. They are worried that if they put out this Batgirl movie, that it will be so terrible that basically Batgirl will be a laughingstock. So if they want to make a Batgirl movie in the future, everyone's going to laugh at them and it will make less money. I mean, I understand the rationale there is they go, listen, Batgirl is important as a character. There's a lot of money that could be made if we make a good Batgirl movie. So I guess they're looking to the future and saying, let's not ruin the Batgirl character. Let's try to keep it safe and just shelve this movie. But I mean, I would say, you look at a movie like Catwoman, starring Halle Berry, which was like considered one of the worst movies of all time. That didn't ruin the character of Catwoman, though. Now, they haven't done another Catwoman movie, and I'm sure if they do, there will be comparisons to say, hey, remember that terrible one with Halle Berry? But we've seen Catwoman show up in 2 different Batman movies since then. The character of Catwoman was not destroyed by having a bad movie. So I don't know why they're thinking that with Batgirl. I guess part of it is that, they don't want to wait. They had to wait a little while after that. When was Catwoman? Like 2003 or something? So maybe they had to wait several years before people forgot about that movie, before they could start using Catwoman again. I don't know. But it is still crazy to throw this much money away. And as we're going to get into, what are they going to do with the rest of these DC Comics movies that they have, millions of dollars have been spent on movies like The Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2, What's going to happen? Are we going to see more cancellations? I think Aquaman 2 is safe, but Flash and Blue Beetle might be on the chopping block. Now, let's see. This is all because of, again, the new CEO at Warner Brothers Discovery. This guy, David Zaslav, who, this guy is either a genius or a psychopath. But he came in, and let's be clear, he did come in to a company that has no idea what it's doing. Warner Brothers has completely mismanaged the DC franchises. They tried to set up a cinematic universe. It failed miserably. And then from there, it seems like they've had no plan. Because now we're getting Black Adam, we're getting Shazam 2, we're getting Joker 2, we got Wonder Woman 1980, and we're all like, are these people in the same universe? We just had a Peacemaker TV show, which seems to be in the Snyder universe, but are they going to get rid of the Snyder universe and the Flash? Are they going to reboot anything? Is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? Like, we have a new Batman? How the fuck does he slot into that? Who's Batman? I don't know who Batman is. We got multiple Batmans. Is Michael Keaton Batman? Is Ben Affleck Batman? Is, what's his name? Twilight Batman? This guy has come in and he basically said, you guys are nuts. Something's wrong with all you people. How do you screw this up? How do you own Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, all that shit, and you are not making money hand over fist the way Marvel is? This guy is pissed. He's on the warpath. And he's out here. Again, he's slashing costs. He's yelling at him for green-lighting movies that he didn't want to get made. We heard that he's also slashing Scoob 2. We're not getting a Scooby-Doo sequel, which I didn't see Scoob. Apparently it was really good. People are actually upset that he's cutting that as well. But this guy is just coming in and he goes, listen, we have to be a profitable company. I'm cutting things across the board. I'm cutting jobs. Stop screwing this up. Stop making shitty movies that don't make us money. And as we've talked about, what happens to the rest of this DC movie universe? Because, again, we've been talking about on my channel, Ezra Miller is kidnapping children, is dragging them around Hawaii, getting drunk and fighting with cops. The Flash was supposed to be a huge reset for the DC universe. Now we don't even know if we can put the movie out. If we cut that movie, what was going to happen? Also, as we had heard, I mean, again, we're talking about this Michael Keaton Batman. Michael Keaton Batman was supposed to show up in Batgirl. He's supposed to show up in The Flash. Apparently, he was supposed to show up in Aquaman 2, but they're doing reshoots now, and they're replacing Michael Keaton with Ben Affleck. So the whole, hey, Michael Keaton Batman is back, they might scrap that entirely. This is crazy. Well, I don't know how to phrase this to people who don't follow movies in Hollywood. This is like abso-friggin-lutely nuts to cancel a $90 million, $100 million Batgirl movie, and potentially up on the chopping block is the rest of this DC cinematic universe slate of films. We don't know what this man is the butcher. David Zaslav coming through with a big old cleaver and going, no Batgirl, no Flash, no Blue Beetle, Black Adam, you get one movie and then we're going to cancel the character. He's a maverick. He's a loose cannon. Now, strangely, this news does not seem to have impacted the stock as much as I would have thought. If anything, the stock went up today, 4%. Now, this news broke pretty late. I don't think it broke late enough to have an impact on the market. But actually, Warner Brothers stock going on 6 months, it's down, due to the whole market overall, but it's been slowly creeping back up. I think people like what this David Zaslav guy is doing. I think they like hearing from a CEO that he goes, we're not going to greenlight these vanity projects and these terrible superhero films without an overarching plan. I think they like the direction this guy has for the company. And at least that's the thing I've been hearing from people. I look at this guy and I go, well, I see how horribly the DC universe has been mismanaged. And I'm kind of there with him where I'm like, why were you doing a Batgirl movie? How did that play into the universe? Was there a universe? Was it set pre-Flash, post-Flash? Who's playing Batman? What universe is that Batgirl in? Because we have four Batman universes, okay? We have Ben Affleck. We have Twilight guy. Why can I not remember? Robert Pattinson. Okay, we have Joaquin Phoenix Joker universe. And Ben Affleck, right? Affleck, Keaton, Pattinson, Joaquin Phoenix. We have four Batman cinematic universes. Not to mention, which universe is the one that Harley Quinn is currently in? I can't keep it straight. And this guy, maybe he's going to set it straight. I don't know if I like this guy or I hate him. Regardless, this is crazy news. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody has no idea what's going on. What is the future of the DC Cinematic Universe? Some people are saying, how could you cancel a movie starring a strong what, Latina, black? I don't even know what ethnicity she is. This is not a sexism, racism thing. Apparently the movie is terrible. And I guess that's the last thing I want to say. If anyone can somehow leak a copy of this terrible Batgirl movie, now I have to see it. Now it's like going to be one of those things that for the next 20 years when they're hiding it, I'm going to constantly be like, man, I just want to see how bad that Batgirl movie was. I love watching bad movies. There's something about it that I find endlessly entertaining. Guys, crazy story, crazy news. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is this the right path forward for DC? Is this, you know, should they be cutting all these films and trying to restart from scratch? Or is this lunacy to throw out a film that's $100 million in the hole already? If they start cutting The Flash and Blue Beetle and everything else, I'm going to say that strikes me more as mania than a good plan. You can't throw out that much money. You just can't. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out my comic at superkiller.org. And we got more cool videos coming soon. Veto Nation, baby. Crazy story. Crazy.